There is one thing that I'm really tired of hearing: money cannot buy happiness. Well, sure, it can pay my bills and stuff. So these are the type of people that you should stay away from, because these are the type of people that doesn't have a long-term goal. You may have had a dream that I want to buy a Lamborghini or I want to buy a house, and once you reach that amount of level of wealth, once you reach that level of wealth, let me tell you something: you are going to be hit with a huge dip. And when you encounter that dip, you will realize that what's the point of making money? Because I have bought a house, now what? Now, when you're trying to earn money, being an entrepreneur, being it with starting a new business, or being it anyways, it will always come with a lot of stress, because once you try to make money and you try to hit that point, it will always come with a lot of stress. Now, if you are not very good with stress handling, you will still remain sad even after having a lot of money. And that is the point, that most of the people that say that money cannot buy happiness is because they're not very good with handling that stress that comes with the money. And it is a boundary where you go outside of the boundary, the stress also goes like 10 times above than your normal life. And once it goes up, people who were only thinking about earning money cannot handle that stress, because their only factor was money. And once it comes to them, they don't want anything to do with their life anymore. And that is when they're hit with a sudden depression. They start missing their old connections, old friends that they had to cut off to earn that amount of wealth. And that is okay. Like, if you are someone who doesn't want to be that rich, it's fine. But then there comes people who can go and rise above that level. And that is where the Tate brothers actually come in. And that is what they're trying to pitch, that once you hit a certain level, you will encounter a lot of stress. But if you are someone who can love that stress, who can welcome that stress into your life, and you can feel that, well, I'm going to grow from this stress, and I can welcome that stress into my life because I love having a stressed life, because that's what a millionaire's life is supposed to be. And that is how I'm going to find my happiness. So, if you can find happiness in that stressed moment, I can guarantee you that that is what you can be a true, wealthy, happy people. You can be a truly wealthy, happy person. That level is very hard to achieve, and only very few people in this world can achieve that. And I believe that Andrew Tate or Tristan Tate are one of those people who have achieved that level of happiness. Because no matter what kind of stressful situation you throw them in, they feel happy. They're more empowered, and they feel like they're going to grow from that stress. And that is how they've been growing their wealth and fame and power in this world. So that is one group of people that can find enormous level of happiness from having fame, wealth, and stress. And then there's another group of people that are also very happy from their heart, and those people are who have absolutely nothing. And when I mean nothing, I mean people who don't feel jealous or who don't want what others have. They don't want branded clothes. They don't want a car. They don't want a house. And they genuinely don't want that. It's not that they don't want it just to show to other people that, yeah, I don't want it. It's okay. I don't need it. But they, from their inner side, they're always desiring new things. But no, these are the type of people who don't have any desires at all. And these are the type of people that we see, like the monks and other people who perform, like who practice spirituality, are the type of people who genuinely don't want any materialistic things in this from this world, and they're actually truly happy people as well. So what happens is that people remain in the middle, and they're always sad because they don't have the courage to go completely up, because they cannot handle the stress and they cannot find happiness in the stress. And then there are people who can't even go completely down because they desire the life that they're seeing others have, and they desire the life of a rich people. So they cannot go completely down either. And what happens is that when you remain in the middle, you're completely bombarded with like desire and stress both at the same time, because you want to live a amazing life and a life of your dreams, and you are also wanting to not have any stress in the meanwhile, which is not true. To live in this world, you need to have a purpose. You need to have something that will push you every day, when you wake up from bed. And when you have motivation, when you have a purpose in life, once you want to do something for a better of the society, or better of like to do something that have a greater purpose than yourself, that is when you can also reach to that top level, because that is when stress is not going to, like, throw you away. So instead of being in the middle, find a purpose and start living that life. And if you don't have a purpose, and if you don't want anything to do with life, if you are someone who is very happy with living a very simple life, that's also fine. If you can find complete happiness in that, then be that. But if you are someone who is lying to yourself and saying that you want to be a simple minded person, but you have inner desires, then it's not going to work out. Stop lying to yourself. Start living one of the two lives that I have said. And only then can you find the true happiness that you have been desiring. And instead of always like running for happiness, run for purpose. Because once you have a purpose, it's going to bring happiness. And I can guarantee you that once you're living a life of purpose, you will never run out of motivation. Maybe there will come days when you don't feel good, you don't feel motivated enough, but you can still keep on moving because you have a purpose, because you have a long term mindset. So start living the life that you want today, and don't be afraid of the stress. It will come, but it will grow you, it will help you to grow. If you are always being afraid of the life that you want, then you can never be the person that you are dreaming of today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.